buffalo. Can't see him. I just had a look around the edge of the mud. There are leopard tracks in the mud here. There's also a lot of elephant tracks. There's just one set of leopard tracks. But as I was down there at the edge of the mud, there's a big buffalo that stood up and huffed and puffed at me. And of course the hippo hasn't taken his eyes off of me either. But buffalo fortunately ran away. I don't know whether to take that as an affront, whether to be offended. There's the buffalo. Now with the vehicle between me and the buffalo, I just want to have a look at these leopard tracks again. Now I've got smelly, muddy feet. But there's a big leopard that was here. And I don't know whether it's because of the mud and his toes are splayed. Toes are splayed. Don't know whether his toes are splayed and his foot is really spread out because the mud is so soft. I know I've got really muddy feet now because I had to go through a lot of mud to get to where he was walking, and it looks like he's crossed over. So we're going to go across to the other side of the dam once again, go up that road that takes us to Spam Road and Gowrie Main Junction. Oh, he might even be here watching me, this leopard. But I've got a feeling from the way the hippo was behaving that there was something around, and he was behaving like that more for something else than he was doing it for us. Where'd that buff go? Did he run away again? Oh, he walked off. Chicken. Of course, don't tell him I said that. Heron hasn't moved. Heron's got its eye on something. I'll just stop and quickly look at Heron for you. Look at Heron. Waist deep in the vegetation there, in the water. Waiting for a frog to move to strike. Yeah, good enough. Sorry, I'm impatient because there's been a leopard here. Yeah, we're moving, sorry. Wrap it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. still want to get back to the Ellies. I also want to find out where all these family groups went to. And also got to find a spot to wash my feet. It'll probably be a good place on the other side of the damn wall. If Hippo doesn't mind. Gonna have to wait, my feet can be dirty, no time. Have a shower when I get home. Just had a shower, but I had to get clean to get dirty again. What's the point in getting dirty if you're dirty already? What's the point in getting muddy if you're clean? I mean, if you're dirty, if you're not clean. Displaying now. We leave. Big brave Hippo. Waits till we leave to start throwing his weight around. He's looking at something. He's not even looking at us, and I'm sure he's not even displaying at us. I've got a feeling this is all about a leopard. And that leopard is here again. Now going south, going east rather. There. Yeah, that's female. That's female leopard. That's Karula. Oh boy, I'm getting so confused. Buff's there where I was walking. I don't know. Hippo's not going to really react much to buffalo, but the buffalo's gone down to where I was looking at the leopard tracks, probably to sniff around to see what I was doing. I can just see him there. Now we were here this morning and these leopard tracks are on top of our tracks from this morning. But there's a much smaller leopard that has moved east on this road. And maybe it is Karula. It's got to be, unless it's one of her daughters that might be coming. Saseka used to come this way sometimes. Very small female leopard. Right there, look at that. In our tire tracks, right here, below you. Yeah, it's going back down the other way. But there was nothing that I could see. I couldn't see any tracks going towards Weaver's Nest. There was no sign of leopard tracks there. There's also no sign of that big male's track coming out this way from where that buffalo is standing now. I'm actually not even going to go much further up towards Shabam Road. I want to go back to Treehouse Dam, sniff around a little bit more. This is too interesting to give up. We have had one other young female leopard come and visit this part of the world in the last year. What was her name? In fact, Yambilu Yodan was cheating on Karula with her. She was flirting with him. He didn't want to know her actually. We watched them from Treehouse Dam, crossing Philemon's cut line. We followed them all the way, crossing Zoe's Road, and eventually crossing Triple M. That was. Somebody help me, please. What was her name? Intima. That's what her name was. Intima. Maybe this is Intima coming back. See, here there are no tracks, and here's this pathway that goes down to the water. So let's have a look down here. Different angle. Buffalo settled himself in the mud. Oh, he's got up now. The thing is, nobody growled at me when I was out of the Land Rover. And it is normal. I mean, that's almost exactly where I was standing, where that buff is. And he's not too perturbed, but then he wouldn't be too concerned about a leopard. Just going to scan the grasses with my binoculars and see if I can see an ear. At best an ear, if I'm lucky a face. Oh, here goes a little green-backed heron, frightened out of the grasses. Look at the clouds of flies over his back. He's trying to get himself covered in mud to stop them irritating him. They must be an irritation to no end. Wow. Franklin's shouting up there. Let's go back. Wish I could just drive straight through here. Don't know if we would make it though. Franklin's made a noise up on the other side there.